Daniel, good morning to you, please.
Morning, Jude.
Good.
I disagree with the governor
Okay.
because he's trying to render the ones in River State. He wants to render them. When he was planning to be a governor, doesn't he doesn't he know the crew to use? Those who have they worked for Wike, and their history is right there. Why recycling them again? We have very many educated boys and girls in this state. I don't make himself, I don't know, a prophet or something.
No, I understand that narrative, but Daniel, let me ask you.
What now?
Okay.
What he is doing now is going to fire that. He's tying himself up with Wike now. When the time comes, the music will change and he will be out of that place. He doesn't know it.
Okay, wait. So Daniel, now let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. So it is very true that yes, these are still early days. Like the penultimate caller made mention, these are still early days. Why don't you get to see if there are going to be any changes? Now, if you're critical, and you have a right to be critical, let me once again bring to your mind that some of you who are listening to us right now, you have your preferred tailor. Some of you have a preferred cobbler. Some of you have your own doctor. Your own lawyer. Some of you who are doctors also have your preferred doctor to go to. There are other doctors in the state, but you have found this one credible. You have found this one, honest enough, and trustworthy enough with your, health history. Some, like Jude, for example, some of you have your personalized gari seller. There's only one person that you like to buy gari from. In the market, I very often buy my fish from one, no more than two persons. In fact, if one woman is not around, I go to the second person. If that one's not around, I am not buying. Not because I cannot engage in another conversation or meet somebody else, but I don't like to waste time at the market. I have a good idea. Sometimes I feel I get cheated, but at the end of the day, I've seen that this person is credible. They put Jara for me once in a while. So why shouldn't I go there? There are some doctors, there are some lawyers, there are some professionals who have a stellar record. So much so that even when they are appointed by government, any government, when they are leaving or when that government is changing hands, some people get to be held. Like, no. We need your expertise. We cannot let you to go just yet. There is still more for you to offer. It might not necessarily be as it were, new innovations, but it's the experience of handling that particular office domiciled in that area. What's wrong with that? 0809-030-6416. 0809-030-6416. That's why you find us on WhatsApp and Telegram. Don't forget, if you get onto Facebook and Twitter, we're getting a lot of correspondence from there as the show goes on. At Nigeria Info PH. At Nigeria Info PH. This one says, hi Jude, good morning. The reappointment of former by the real estate government is a strategy to continue to dictate who becomes governor of the state. He's just building a formidable force to continue to say who becomes governor. Triumph in Port Harcourt. Interesting perception. Good morning, Jude. Now, if a man has performed well, I don't see any reason they shouldn't be recalled. Maybe he can reshuffle his cabinet later. Don't forget, these guys contributed and fought for victory for the governor. Joshua Ubong in Transamadi. So, a little bit of politics, a little bit of credibility. When we come back, more on our conversations this morning. Don't forget, at Nigeria Info PH, if you're just joining us, at Nigeria Info PH on Facebook and on Twitter. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us, and I'd like to get to read your comments when we return from this break. Stay tuned. on Twitter at Nigeria Info PH. Welcome back. My name is Jude, and we're talking about appointments in Rivers State. Now, I asked, why are you in support or why are you opposed to former appointees returning to government? If they have done well or they haven't, do you have enough reason to support either their removal or rather their readmittance or their exclusion from government? We've had scenarios in the past, not just in Rivers State or Nigeria, but in the past where people stated, oh, that person was a good person. That kind of person is the kind of person that should come here. And then they call the person back. It even happens in football. Kenny Dalglish was the former manager of Liverpool in the early 2000s. Great manager, awesome history, great player. Sometime in the 2000 era, Liverpool were in need of a manager. Guess who they called on? Kenny Dalglish, King Kenny. That can happen in football. Should be able to happen anywhere else. We'll come back, read your messages, and continue with our conversation. Coming up next, Headline News.
Headline News, Nigeria Info on
92.3.
Headline News.
Headline News from 92.3 Nigeria Info. Good morning. My name is Jude Omamegbe. The Rivers State governor hints of possible defection of former Governor Wike from PDP. Rivers residents shocked as former Governor Wike reveals he was poisoned. Nigeria Info. This morning we're talking about political appointees, and I'm asking, why are you for or against the reappointment of previous workers for government, commissioners, ministers, whatever you want to call them? If they are called to serve in another cabinet different from where they were before, is that a bad thing? We've seen this happen over and over and over again, not just in Nigeria or Rivers State, but indeed all over the world. But the recent appointments, reappointments by the Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara is causing a lot of interesting debate. Some are saying, hey, look, Mr. Governor, you're a young man. Why don't you get fresh ideas from younger, well-educated, well-meaning Rivers people into your cabinet? And others are saying, hey, look, it is great. You want to consolidate on what the party and what indeed the government has been doing in the past few years. And what better way to do that but putting some of the same individuals who helped fashion what has been, in quote, the success stories, right, in recent years. It's not a bad idea now, is it? Let's get to hear from you now. As always, please do well. Turn down the volume of your radio set. Refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. Didn't see it, didn't hear it. Please do not make mention of it. That means do not make unsubstantiated and unverified claims. The numbers to call 0817 923 0007. 0817-923-0003. We'll get to Twitter and Facebook shortly at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Good morning, Jude. That comparison is parliament. Here, we have some things to you.
We're talking about consolidation in pursuance of the pure nation. No more. I wanted to come to where the governor or from the close work. We get by now. And don't forget, you don't give people the vehicle and then appointment. These people who saw that you get those to happen.
Let me ask you an insider. Please do bear with me. Now, within in the past, and previous prior candidates to this you made mention, I've seen and heard of God who were givings of academics or persons, great men who had nothing to do with politics. But they told him, Governor Zen, city man, woman, at what place he has done, interview her. If she's good, push her forward. This thing is different in your cabinet. We'll send her. So it's not the person who attributed the governor's success.
The person who brought out what to it, the election of how people participate in it. They only say to and criticize. When you participate, it's not every good news, not participation. And they take you in what in us, in treatment, and the doctor can be I do it. The body can do it. You are carrying the something to do it. The good doctor. And if you need to control the unit, the grace of God and the leadership in the prayer right now. Don't survey for what happening. If you are trying to end an appointee, to only show your Lord of faith to a banner of the light of his church. Make them see your whole idea. We're not going to be able to go. They will tell you this is how to work in big line.
That's interesting. I don't think he's far from it. Right? Wherever your name mentioned is in view, that person is not privy to in quote those helps, in quote those corridors. How would you get those services? Facebook, Joshua Ubong, and getting to Facebook, Joshua Ubong, there's one dude, the man has performed well. I don't see reason they shouldn't be called. But he can be sure for his cabinet later. Don't forget, these guys contributed and fourfold victory of Governor. Thank you very much, Joshua. Evangelist George, Facebook says, don't support because they are not the only people that want to be appointed. Let new, fresh people, but their ideas be appointed, paid for. George, come on, stand by online. Good morning, Miriam. Welcome. Good morning.
Dude, I have a big issue with the governor's point. If he appointed all the mission from the previous administration, but you see, he looks at all, and he has his appointment choice. He took some of it to governors. Let me share it. Generally, what with the other governors? I think there is wrong with it. It's not people that live in some area that you know want to attend. You know you want work. You have seen people that content that did job well. So there's wrong with using them. To be wrong, every one of it.
All right, Meryl, thank you very much. We have Luga in the chair. Outstanding. But let's hear Luga. Good morning to you. Welcome to the platform.
Yeah, Andrew.
Jude.
Sorry, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, look, you see, so many parents are of different opinions.
Yes.
About the federal that is paying in here. There's no way someone will convince me or to tell that the same commissioner who works in the Ministry of Administration are still the same thing that this man is appointing. That they are the only people that work by the